There's news breaking the internet today that James Harden is looking less like a former MVP and more like Rick Ross.
Last night?
Yeah, he's a little, a little heavy, a little puffy through this.
Yo, that was James Harden? Dog, I thought that was Spice Adams.
Dog, no. That's James Harden. That you sent me. No, let me see. I'm gonna expand it. Dog, hold on. Let me. If you guys hadn't seen it, listen. James Harden. Hold on. Hold on. Let me. Can I flip my camera? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me.
I thought that was Spice. I didn't know that was him. That was
No. This is really James Harden, fam. Listen, he was out there shooting step back threes and getting up and down the floor. So let me ask this to you, big dog. We all know what's been going on with James Harden demanding the trade. Mm-hmm. We know that he's not content with John Wall and Boogie Cousins. Now we see him show up heavy. Good look or bad look for James Harden? Are we reading into these photos too much? Is he under too much media scrutiny, or is this a really bad look for James Harden?
It's a bad look. Everything James Harden has done since the bubble has been a bad look. Okay, if you want to demand a trade, that's fine. But you don't demand a trade and then don't show up to camp and go to the club. Like, what are you really trying to do here? Then you show up out of shape. And this is a reverse course because remember, coming into the bubble, James had kind of slimmed down. There were some pics of him slimmed down. Remember, he was running the hills in Arizona looking good. And now we see him out there. Dog, I promise, though, I thought that you sure that's him. I thought that was Spice. I thought that was Spice Adams.
Nah, fam, that was James. JH.
Yeah, man. So it's never a good look, man, when you coming out of shape to camp. That's not a good look. Even if you want to get traded, that's not a good look. There's no way to sugarcoat it. James got work to do. Now we know that James is still going to be, even at that weight, James is still going to be a baller. As the season goes along, he's going to work that weight off. We kind of saw something similar with the Joker last year. Joker started off the year kind of slow because he started off heavy.
It was heavy, fam.
Even before the pandemic, he had lost 20 pounds during the course of the season. So James is going to do the same thing, but no, it's not a good look. And then that article that came out was even a worse look. I'm sure we're going to talk about that.
Speaking of that article, I'm a man of principle. So when I'm right, I'm going to text you, I'm going to tweet you, I'm going to Instagram you, and I'm going to let you know that I'm right. But Brendan, when you right, when you call something out, I'm going to give you that credit. Now, Miko, he was hitting step back threes. I mean, I don't think he could have went for 50, but he was still hooping, clearly crystal with the badge. Early on this pod, Hollins and Haywood, if you guys have been here, Brendan brought up some very good points. I said, yo, what is he doing flying out? Why is he taking off before training camp? Not just as a holdout. What's he doing? Brendan said, why are you alarmed? This is common for James Harden to take off, to miss workouts, to show up and get busy. Why is everybody alarmed? So the reports have come out, and I caught a little bit of it on ESPN. An exec said, I'm going to read these things to you. He said, speaking about James Harden, last year's team, if they have multiple days off, everybody knows James is going to fly somewhere else, party, but he's going to come back and have a 50-point triple-double. So they're okay with it. No surprise there. Second up, Harden had say in the Rockets' personal moves and travel. Harden pushed the Rockets to upgrade every offseason and had final say on travel and practice schedules. He called the shots on both roster and coaching personnel moves, sources told Tim McMahon. Brendan, I'm going to give you credit. This is breaking news on ESPN. Nothing different than you've been telling all the people here right now. Nothing different than what you've been telling all the people here. Why is this breaking news now? Why is this hitting headlines now? If he's been like this the whole time he's been in Houston, why is this breaking news now?
Let me tell you why it's breaking news now. It's breaking news now because Houston no longer benefits from protecting him. those stories that I would tell you off air, or even some that I would kind of hint about on air, I've been hearing about that for 2 years. But like, you know, I don't want to disrespect nobody. I don't want to go at anybody like that. But yeah, James not showing up to shoot around. James going to party on off days. You know, like, you know, James running certain coaches and players out of town. I've heard that for 2 years. For 2 years, behind the scenes, I've heard that. So this article is like, oh yeah, that's the stuff I've been hearing about for 2 years. Like, it's not shocking to me. Some people are shocked. Oh my goodness. It's like everybody is not ready for absolute power. Braun, with the exception of Miami, has had absolute power everywhere he's gone. Just like James. James and LeBron have the same absolute. You think Braun don't tell the team what time the flight leaves? You think Braun don't tell the team what time they practice? You think Braun doesn't have a hand in who comes and goes as far as teammates? Hell, half the team plays for Clutch.
Facts.
Seriously.
Facts.
But here's the difference between Braun and James. Braun understands how to deal with that absolute power. So Braun's not going to show up late. When they have 2 days off in LA, Braun's not going to fly. Is not going to be flying out of town to go hang out with Dwayne Wade and Gabby. He's going to be doing what he needs to do to recover. So Braun has all the same power that in LA and in Cleveland that James had in Houston, but Braun knows not to abuse it. That's the difference. Some guys don't understand how to not abuse the power when you give it to them. And then you know what happens? When you try to take that power back, it's too damn late. And so now Houston is leaking all these stories about all the bad stuff James has done over the last couple of seasons because they know he's not there anymore. They know he's not going to be there long. They're going to trade him at some point, and they're letting it. Hey, listen, now everybody's talking because it no longer benefits them to protect them.
I see things differently right now.
Oh.
You're right on point. There's nothing you said that was wrong. But I'm looking at the Houston Rockets. This got to be the stupidest, most emotion-filled thing in the world for them right now. Why are they not protecting James Harden? Not for James Harden's sake, but for their sake. There's so much damage that's water under the bridge that they have an opportunity right now to set their organization back for some years.
I'm gonna tell you why. Continue.
Why
I'm
would I say that?
gonna tell you why they're not protecting, but continue.
If you damage this man's name and reputation, while it's to the point where you have to trade him and move him, another organization is looking back and saying, "What's going on? I don't know if we want him." I'm sweeping all that under the rug. Make him look good, fellas, because we need the most value possible. Because every general manager that you call or front office owner, I'm sure they already know the goods on it. But now their fan base knows. And the fan base is going, Philly, do we really want James Harden? Brooklyn, do we really want the guy who's – and we know he's been doing – everybody knows. But when you push that to the front page, you hurt yourself. Now maybe once the trade happens, you justify the move to your fan base and say, well, James partied. James will show up late. Okay, James will take – 3 days off and be in the Bahamas in the season. Y'all just didn't see the photos and pictures from what James was doing. Why do it until you trade him? Why not wait? Miko made a good point. She said it almost sounds Antonio Brown-esque. Clearly, I don't think it's as crazy as Antonio Brown. But there's a level where with the Steelers, you didn't know. You had no idea none of us knew how crazy Antonio Brown was until it kept getting worse and worse and worse. And you had to look back at Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers and say, oh, wow, y'all dealt with a lot. Now, James Harden, I don't think is in that same atmosphere as AB. AB just literally shot himself in the leg, said he didn't want to go. But in terms of a guy who does whatever he wants to do off the court, comes in and goes to work, a player, a star franchise player that abides by different rules. So you tell me you see a different angle, big dog. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Yeah, it's real simple. If I'm sitting in Charlotte, minding my damn business, not giving a damn about what James Harden has been doing. And I've been telling you this for 2 years, and we talk off air. Have I not been telling you this?
You've been saying this for a very long time. Like, yeah, you know why he don't win. You know why he don't win. Everybody in the league, like, you know why he ain't winning.
So we've talked about this. So if I'm getting this information and I'm sitting here in Charlotte, you're saying that these teams are doing like Houston's doing a disservice to themselves because they're going to take down this trade value. The teams already know. No, the teams know about the number 10 guy on your bench that goes out in every city. The teams already know. The fan base doesn't call the GM and decide who's going to be there, who's not going to be there. The GM the GM don't care. Like, listen, dog, at the end of the day, as much as James parties, you think that the Brooklyn Nets wouldn't take him if the deal was done? And they would love it. He fit right in. I've heard the Brooklyn Nets like to party. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's one of those situations that people are going to roll with James because of his talent. They know he likes to party. They know he's out of shape. They know he doesn't have the greatest playoff track record. But guess what? They also know this guy is a absolute flat-out baller. And they are willing to roll the dice. Teams already know everything negative about James Harden. But they are willing to take the good and the bad to get that type of talent on their team to try to win a title. You brought up Antonio Brown. He's still working, right? Right? Could nobody else be?
Yeah. He holding on. He holding on.
But what I'm saying is, could nobody else be working with that type of resume? It's because of the talent. James is so talented that guys are going to, like, listen, no matter what that article said, teams are still going to want to trade for him for the right price.
At 30, what is it, $30 million broker? But he's on the roster. Yeah. He's on the roster. If I'm looking at James Harden, man, I think he's got to start. He's got to clean the image up, man. And
he got MVP. James Harden got MVP kicking it.
That wasn't the image, though.
Hey,
you feel me, though?
Was one of the best players ever. AI kicked it.
James Harden.
Keep it a buck. Hold on a second. Let's keep it a buck. Michael Jordan, he kicked it. Some guys know how to kick. Some guys can kick it and win. Michael Jordan needed 3 to 4 hours of sleep to kick your ass. Brendan Haywood, I need 7 to 8 hours of sleep to be a functioning role player. Michael Jordan needed 3 hours of sleep to kick your ass.
Hey, well, let me ask this: if you could, as much as you can share, you played with Michael Jordan in his later years. He was still a bad man. Bad man. Mm-hmm. Did Michael kick it the same, to your knowledge, as much as you can tell us, as obviously the young Michael Jordan? We hear stories of him taking David Robinson out gambling all night and then playing 18 holes of golf and then going for 40 in a game of scrimmage, and David Robinson was over there, just gassed. Was this the same Michael that you saw?
When I played with Mike, I don't know about, I didn't hang with Mike, but I knew that it was nothing for him to have card games till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Everybody knows Mike loved to gamble. Would they be in Mike's room gambling? Hey, I remember I had to do. I was a young Brendan Haywood, had to bring some food up there one time. Hey, listen, dog.
Hold on, who told you to bring the food?
No, it was just some stuff that I had to bring up there. I knew I had to do it ahead of time. They're like, yo, we need you to do this ahead of time. I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't super late. It wasn't but 1 o'clock. But I know them cards. I like, dog, like them dudes play cards heavy. And they gamble. Like Mike, Charles Oakley, them dudes gamble heavy. And so it's nothing for Michael Jordan to be up till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And he's gonna perform. And it's the same thing, like I said, it's the same thing with James Harden. I'm not mad that James likes to kick it, because he always show up at 7 o'clock. At 7, if he kick it the night before, he always show up at 7. He always show up at 7 o'clock. So we act like it'd be one thing if James was playing poorly while he kicked it. Some guys can do this. Some guys, that they like to say, can burn the candles at both ends. I couldn't.
Let me ask you.
I didn't get my sleep. I was struggling.
You brought up a good point that all veterans in the league either know or should be know. I'm surprised that they don't. When did you first realize that teams know when you go out and where you go and what's happening? I remember I was in Dallas. I was in Dallas, and our I forget the guy. I don't think he was there anymore. He was our security guy, and he let us know. He said, "Hey, man, you don't know. Like, here's the trick: the front desk. As soon as you walk out the front desk, they just write your name on a little paper. Like, oh, him, Hollins, the tall, skinny guy. Like, yeah, boom. Like, he left his room. He went out. And I got to thinking about it because you think you come out that elevator. As a rook, I thought you come out that elevator like, oh, don't nobody see me. I'm going. Nope. Right, a little down. Bellman says that. So in terms of what you're saying about James Harden, the whole league knows. The whole league knows. They know. When did you find out that, like, they know?
I found out my rookie year in training camp. So it was one day we were in practice, right? So we're in practice.
And it's Michael Jordan Wizards, rookie year.
Yeah, I only got one rookie year, fam. You know I play with
my making sure, man. Making sure.
My rookie year, all of a sudden at practice, I noticed that, like, Doug Collins is going at me, Kwame, and Bobby Simmons. Like, he's going at us, right? Like, I'm like, man, this guy's kind of aggressive towards us today, right? And he's like, yeah, he's making sure that we're on point and everything, and I'm fine. And so I go over there and talk to Hubert Davis at the end of practice. I was like, dog, what was that about? He was like, Coach knows y'all went out last night. I said, who went out? Right? So he was like, man, I'm going to tell you the trick, young fella. He said, what they do is they slide whoever's working the desk, they slide them $100 to write down the names of the guys that come out of the hotel. Well, they didn't know. I had friends that lived out there, so I didn't go party. I just went out the hotel and was in the parking lot talking to my friends from college. And then I came back in, but I wasn't kicking it. Now I don't know where Kwame or Bobby or anybody went. I don't know what they did, but I wasn't kicking it. I know people here. You know what I'm saying? Like we were in North Carolina. I have friends that went to college that were down there in Wilmington. I'm like, what are you talking about? So that's when I realized that they pay people sometimes at the front desk. And the late, great Flip Saunders even told me another trick. And he let us know, he was like, so Flip Saunders told us that, guys, we know who's partying and who's going out with who and what time you come back in. And he told us a trick that he used to do on Latrell Sprewell. He said, man, listen, he said, all these teams now do this. And so I'm just going to let y'all know that if y'all going out, we know who's going out. What they do is they would take it a step farther now. Instead of having guys write the names and see who goes out, you know, because some of these hotels are so big, guys might go out a side door or whatever. What they started doing is getting the key cards, because, you know, the key card is electronic. So if my key card went off, if me, Blatch, and Gilbert Arenas' key card all went off at 3 a.m., they know we all went out and we partied together. So they used to track Latrell Sprewell's key cards, and they would also track the amount of they would also tell us that they would track for guys they thought had drinking problems, they would track the amount of alcohol that would come out of the minibar.
See, that you got to know that. That got to be common sense, fam.
Guys didn't know. So we had a guy, I forgot his name. He was trying to make out. He played for us for 1 year. He had like a weight problem. He didn't realize they were tracking when he took the snacks out the minibar.
Fam, he was in there going to town. They were like, oh.
Fam, he was in there with the famous Amos cookies. He was smashing them. I'm like, fam. And I like, dog, they tracking all that stuff. I said, dog, for you, they tracking all that. They don't care about.
He was like, hey, coach, I'm eating salad and
Nah, no, they were tracking because, you know, like soon as it comes out of the mini bar, it's an alert. So they'll ask the guy, like, yo, dog, and they'll be like, dang, he done smashed the gummy bears, the famous Amos cookies, the Snickers, like, dog, yeah. So they track all that. So Doug Collins and Flip Saunders showed me that teams track everything. They know who's going out. They were tracking us based off our key cards, dog. They knew who was going out.
Hey, you probably don't know who this is, but I'm going to let you know who the GOAT of the snack bar is. You want to know who the GOAT of the snack bar and I would say cheapness is?
Who's that?
My twin. My NBA twin. You know who I'm talking about. My NBA twin.
Oh, the guys in the big three.
Jamario Moon.
Mario Moon, yeah.
So Jamario, we were down at not shoot around with video film, and we'll go down in the little lobby of the hotel. We had
I know.
chairs set up.
I already know what he did, and I used to do that too early on in my NBA career.
You smart man.
Mm-hmm.
So I see Moon call over to one of the little waiters. I'm like, what do you want? And I see him asking for stuff. He going back to the room with all this stuff in his hand. Cause like we go down to team meal, they either have a spread out, you can order what you want. If you smart, you just tell one of the little waiters, they go get this on the team dime anyways. He got all of the snacks from the room, went back in, placed them right back on the deal. So he never got charged for a snack. So instead of spending, $30, $40 on some Pringles and some water, he just got it from the deal at the team deal.
That was early on. Like hotels got. I used to do the same. I used to do the exact. When I first got into the league, so like let's just say, that they might have like the Haribo gummy bears, right? So we'd be in New York, and I'd mess around, be hungry, and I'd bang the gummy bears. But what I would do is after shooter, and I'd go down to the drugstore and I'd go buy them, and I would put them back. They're gonna charge you like $12 for the gummy bears, but got wind of that, and by the time like my third or fourth year came around, that's when they had the automated joint where as soon as you pick it up, you bought it. So, like if you like in a hotel when you we had guys who do the same thing. They would drink the Coke in the room, and then they would go down to the drugstore, the local bodega. We're in a big city, and then they go buy a Coke and put it back. But hotels got wise to that. It's all electronic now.
Golly, boy, hey dog, you gotta understand. You play enough years in the league. How many? If we got 82 games, half of them on the road.
Cousin Brittany, $12 gummy bears.
Yeah, fam.
Hey, dog, when you got nighttime, it seems like it's worth it.
41 games on the road and what 80, 90 days on the road, fam. Like you get some tricks in the trade, dog. All right.
Hey, I gotta ask you a question though. And it's a question that they posed to James Harden. A reporter asked James Harden what he was doing in Atlanta and Vegas. And James Harden said he was there with his trainer training. Bruh. Training for what?
Nah, he didn't lie though. I mean, technically he didn't lie. Now, we really know why he was there and that he went with the team, but he was trained. That's the thing about James Harden. He will go, and we talked about this. My brother KB was clear there with the team. He would literally be there, and he would call KB 3, 4 in the morning and be like, "Yo, let's get in the gym. Let's go shoot. Let's go get up shots." So like he just works backwards. So he's like, "Yo, forget shoot around." So he wasn't lying, but I mean, there was more. There was more there than that, fam.
Hey, listen, fam. He's lying because he's omitting the truth. Yeah, I'm sure that he got some basketball. Well, I don't even know if he got back. I can't even say I'm sure he got the basketball workouts in while he was there because it don't look like he got the basketball workouts in. It don't look. He don't look like he's been working out. If he's working out, like dog.
Half court. He just get up some shots, man. No conditioning. No conditioning.
I don't know, man. Hey, listen, I know he ain't. If he training, man, he need to go train my main man, Coach D. Man, Coach D be getting them young boys right.
Coach D be having them young boys doing up downs and thrusters and all kind. All right, Coach
D. They had to do a lot of extra exercises because you ain't win no games this year in fantasy. He said he told his guys y'all got extra work to do until Ryan wins in fantasy, and you let them down. They had to work every week. Dog, it was so sad. It was so sad to see.
Coach D is full and gosh darn aware that my first 3 picks are hurt, fam. Coach D was aware that my first 3 picks are hurt. Guys, are you ready for a round of fool's gold or real gold? You ready to get back to it, dog? Can we play a little fool's gold, real gold?
All right, we'll see.
All right, for those who don't know, we played a little game earlier in the week, fool's gold or real gold, and we're looking for a lot of participation from the crowd and you guys out there in the audience. We're gonna let you know who's leading the NBA and what they're doing, and in the preseason. In the preseason. And the reason it's fool's gold or real gold is because we want you to tell us if these players are for real or not. Is this something that they can take into the regular season, or are they just preseason ballers? No disrespect either way. It's a hard game to make. Are you ready? So let's go. We went down blocks per game. We ended up Hassan Whiteside at 4. You were, saying that, Hassan got bamboozled. Well, no, he wasn't at 4. He got back to 4. Kyle Anderson now has dropped down to 2.5. You said you're rolling with him. Jared Allen at 2. We can stay there. Steals per game. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
The NBA leader in steals per game is our guy, former Tar Heel, and now Philadelphia 76er, Danny Green. Fool's gold or real gold?
That's real gold. He's not going to lead the NBA in steals, but he's a good defensive player that's going to be a rotational player for Philadelphia. So, like I said, he's going to have an impact. Danny's not going to lead the league in steals, but we all know Danny can defend. Danny's a smart defender, good defensive principles, and he's going to play for Philly.
Okay. I'm in. Josh Hart tied with the league for steals. 4 steals a game. Fool's gold or real gold?
That might be fool's gold. I'm not sure how much Josh Hart. I don't know how much he's going to be in the rotation. He might be in. I'm just not sure.
Okay.
Last year he was kind of in and out.
Mr. Moneybags himself. Just got paid for Toronto. Fred VanVleet tied for the NBA league in steals at 4 per. Fool's gold or real gold?
This is the real deal Holyfield. Fred VanVleet is the real deal.
Hold on. And when you guys write fool's gold or real gold, put the name next to it so I know who y'all talking about. Put the name next to it so I know y'all talking about.
VanVleet is the real deal Holyfield. Real deal.
Okay.
He's the air point. He's like dog. Kyle Lowry probably don't got but so many years left. It's gonna be Fred's show. Am I lying? Am I lying?
Nah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. Okay.
I ain't saying he's gonna get MVP or nothing, but what was Fred leading in again?
Steals.
Yeah. I think Fred can be up there. Like I said, Fred plays really, really good defense. And guys, you have to understand, just because I say somebody is real gold, don't mean I think they're going to average 4 steals. I just think that means that Fred is going to be a good defensive player. He's going to have a high level of steals. So
is this something you can take into the season, or is it not?
Yeah, he can take that to the season. That's real gold all day.
Okay. Next up.
Hold on a second. Patrick Thompson said, "Do I polish my head?" I'm like, "Nah, your mom polished it for me." Bang. I got that for Shaq and them, man.
Man, it's petty on another level, bro.
I got that for Shaq and them, man. They be hitting people with the mama joke.
All right. At 4 steals per game out of Washington, me and you, our former team, James Childs, this is his favorite team. Moe Wagner at 4 steals per game.
That's Moe Wagner. Moe Wagner from Michigan. He said for who? The Washington Wizards?
Our former team.
Yeah. He said, what about him?
Is this fool's going to real gold, fam?
What was the stat though? I didn't hear it.
Steals.
Nah, that's fool's gold. I don't even know how much Moe Wagner is going to be in the rotation.
Listen, we already spoke about this young man already. I need to let y'all know the type of balling he's doing. Averaging 3.5 steals per game and leading the NBA in scoring. Taylor Horton-Tucker, fool's gold or real gold?
He's not going to lead the NBA in steals or scoring. But
he's in 5th, by the way.
Okay, well, listen, he's not going to be high up in any NBA category because he's not going to have the opportunity. But Taylor Horton will be in the rotation.
Okay, and we're rolling with that.
So I guess that's real gold and fool's gold because he's going to be in the rotation, but he's not going to get the opportunity that he's getting in preseason right now. So that's real gold and fool's gold.
Boy, it was so funny to me. You had so many people fired up in the video that didn't watch the video completely through. Like, watch the darn video through, man. The man said the truth.
Oh, they thought I was hating on Horton?
Yeah, if you watched the video, if you actually took the time to watch the video through.
People don't watch things like, we're in a microwave society. So people might watch a video and they'll see something you say and then they get, it hits them with emotion and they fire off and they don't finish watching the clip. But it's crazy. I've never been that person. But just be like, man, like certain things I like it don't make me mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man. Like I see Skip Bayless say wild stuff all the time. I'm like, I can't believe Skip said that. But I'm not like, man, I'm mad at you, Skip. Like some of these guys, people get really mad really quickly about stuff that don't even concern them. It's crazy.
Okay. Next one up. Denny Avija, field goal percentage, leading the NBA for Washington in field goal percentage. He has not missed a shot in the preseason. Fool's gold or real gold?
Oh, that's real gold. He's going to be the starting small forward for the Washington Wizards, and he's going to get a lot of opportunity. Of course, he's going to miss some shots. He's not going to lead the NBA in field goal percentage. Most of the time, when you lead the NBA in field goal percentage, you're a big man, or you know what I'm saying? Because that means you're dunking all the time. That's normally who leads the NBA in field goal percentage. But Denny has a chance to be very good. He's 6'9", can put it on the floor. Man, he was 6'9". I saw him hit 2 floaters the other day against Brooklyn. I'm like, yo, that's different. Like most of the time, a 6'9" rookie that can get to where he wants to, only 19 years old. Denny. A lot of people don't know because they didn't see him. Denny Avija. I need to get his name right by tomorrow. Say his name again.
Avija.
Denny Avija. I keep saying Avija.
And I would get a pronunciation on that because I'm assuming Avija. I've heard it that way, but maybe it's
it's Denny Avija. I've been butchering his name since the draft. And like I said, I go on tomorrow, so I need to get his name right. Denny Avija. Denny Avija is 6'9", 19 years old, has incredible swag, been playing overseas for a while. He's going to help the Washington Wizards out a lot. It wouldn't surprise me if he's in the running for Rookie of the Year. I think he'll definitely be first team all rookie.
Okay, I'm rolling. Field goal percentage. Mike Muscala, OKC.
Trilogy. Yeah, hey, hold on. Trilogy 9-3. Yes, he will be starting over Troy Brown. Troy Brown's spot is gone.
Yeah, he can go. Mike Muscala of OKC has not missed a shot. Fool's gold or real gold?
Hold on, Keith. Hashimura's playing power forward. He's gonna be playing power forward this year. I think Bertans might even have to come off the bench. They're gonna start this kid. I'm telling you right now. I work for him now. They're gonna start this kid. Now, what were you saying?
Mike Muscala, OKC, has not missed a shot in preseason. Fool's gold or real gold?
Man, I can't say like I can't even. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know.
Chris Paulus, OKC, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. No, they're missing a lot. They don't have much.
Yeah, I don't think that. I mean, Mike Muscala, we know that's fool's gold, but he might get a chance to play a lot. I don't even know who's on OKC's team right now. To tell you the truth.
Nah, I ain't mad about that. What's my guy Lou Dorton gonna be getting them up, fam?
That ain't never a good thing.
Lou Dorton gonna be hooping, fam.
Listen, teams want Lou Dorton to get him up, but yeah, I would have to say Mike Muscala's fool's gold.
Okay, fool's gold or real gold? Lou Williams shooting 90% from the field. Fool's gold or real gold?
That's fool's gold. We know he's not going to shoot 90%. Lou's a walking bucket, but he's not going to shoot 90%. He's probably not going to. He's not going to shoot 50%. Lou is somebody that's always going to be around, somewhere in between 40 and 40, probably like 40, 45%. With the type of shots that he takes, he's a bad shot taker, bad shot maker. So this is him shooting 90% or shooting above 50% is fool's gold. Lou Williams getting a bucket is realer than real.
I want to see how Lou plays this year. I want to see how he balls. I see his running mate is gone in Trez. That was peanut butter and jelly, dog. So I'm interested to see how he works because he's gonna have to manufacture his own points now. It ain't gonna be the pick and roll. Nikola Jokic.
Hold on, time out. What do you mean it's not going? You're interested to see how Lou Williams gets his points no matter what area code he's in.
Listen, Lou is a bucket. What I'm saying is though,
when he was in Philly, Toronto, it don't matter.
Yes, but
when
listen,
for the Lakers,
Trez and him, they just had it was a 1-2 punch you couldn't teach, fam. So is he gonna score? Yes, but I'm like, that's a big piece missing. Those two, what it's like when you ain't got your dog with you.
Man, you acting like Lou wasn't known for getting buckets before he played with you.
He was, but he became more of a playmaker rather than just a scorer. And he had some excellent moments. So him and Trez really, really turned the corner. So not having his man's fam, I got to see that. I got to see.
Man, hey, listen, this is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous, man. Lou Williams is going to come off the pick and roll, and he's going to look to get a bucket. If you take that away, he's going to make the right pass. Now, Lou Williams.
See, no. That's the thing. Lou will come off, no passing. He came off with Trez. Pick your poison, fam. Is that same dynamic going to be there?
It's not like, did I miss the year that Lou Williams was averaging like 9 assists or something? How many assists did Lou Williams average last year?
He played a lot. The last 2 years for the Clippers, Doc came. Keep in mind how you work for the Wiz. I work for the Clippers now. Doc
I know.
challenged
I'm trying
Lou.
to figure out where you sleep.
Doc challenged Lou to be a playmaker, and as a playmaker, he made a lot of plays. So we know he can score, but playmaking was something that he was challenged by from the coaching staff. So is he going to do that? Stop acting like Lou Williams isn't a scorer. No one's questioning that. So keep in mind, y'all, before you fire off, don't be like the person in the IG comments and listen to what it said. Nikola Jokic, fool's gold or real gold? No, welder. We're not saying that's part of his game, but that's something he added to his game and he can do. Don't be fooled by the people who can shoot that think they can't pass. They choose not to pass. Gilbert Arenas could have got Brendan Haywood 20 points a game by assisting him. But
he couldn't.
Listen. He could have passed. He chose to say, "Hey, big fella, get off the rim."
I can't even let you do that. I was never a good enough scorer to get 20 points per game, even with Gilbert passing.
You average 10 and 10, right? Double, right?
Not for my career.
Your better years, double, right?
Yeah, I had like 10 and like 8, 10 and something like that. But like, dog, I could listen. Maybe Gil could have got me to 12 to 14, but ain't no daggone way I could have averaged 20 points in the NBA.
Fam, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Gil wasn't looking for you. Come on, man. Fam, next one, Nikola Jokic of Denver, shooting 81% from the field. Fool's gold or real gold?
81% from the field. That's real gold. The Joker's not going to shoot 81% in the season, but will he have a very high field goal percentage? Yes. He takes shots that are good for him. He gets shots at the basket. He gets open threes. That's real gold. He's gonna get a lot of buckets, and he shoots a good percentage. That's real gold. I think he can shoot close to 50% this year.
Precious Achiuwa. I know yourself and myself. I covered him in college. Covered him in the draft. Seen this kid since the NBA Top 100 camp. He's now in Miami playing for the Heat. Interesting pick right there. I think that's why they let Derrick Jones Jr. walk. He's a different type of athlete. Precious Achiuwa is shooting 80% from the field. Fool's gold or real gold?
Real gold. Not going to shoot 80% in the regular season. But Precious Achiuwa is being brought in to be like Bam Adebayo. Like, I know he wants to be a 3, but he doesn't have the skills right now to be a 3 in today's basketball because he's not dynamic with the ball and he doesn't shoot it well. But what he is a good athlete that plays really hard. And in Miami, and so in Miami, they say, hey, you see what we did with Bam? We're going to put you on the same program because Precious is about 6'9". So they're going to have, they're going to ask him to do a lot of things that they asked Bam to do: dribble handoffs, run the court hard, catch lobs. So I think he's definitely going to shoot a high field goal percentage because they're not going to ask him to do anything else. Pat Riley ain't stupid. Pat Riley didn't draft Precious to shoot corner threes. Like, maybe he develops that 3 years from now, but that ain't what they're going to ask him to do this year. So yes, he can shoot. He can shoot a very high percentage this year.
And if you watch Miami play a lot, they would actually run Derrick Jones Jr. into pick and rolls, and he would dive to the rim like a big. He'd go for lobs, or they run a play where he dropped it. Remember, he threw it in on Valanciunas' head. So you're going to see Achiuwa in a lot of those situations. So I'm definitely rolling with Achiuwa. I don't think he's going to be jacking up three-pointers either, and that field goal percentage can be very, very high in that Miami Heat system. Three-pointers made, preseason leaders, fool's gold or real gold. This is probably the last one we can get through, so we got to be kind of quick. Buddy Hield, 12 three-pointers made, fool's gold or real gold?
What do you mean? Like, can you have another game where he hits 12 three-pointers? Hell yeah, Buddy can shoot.
No, I don't think it's average. I would assume this is just made. So he's made 12. He's leading the league. He's made 12 in preseason.
Buddy Hield can shoot, so that's real gold.
Okay, Kyle Guy, second at 9 makes of Sacramento. So shoot, they're getting up to threes in Sacramento. Kyle Guy at 9, Buddy Hield at 12.
That's the Kyle Guy's fool's goal, and it's not because Kyle Guy can't shoot. He's not going to have that opportunity in Sacramento. You already got Swiper the Fox. You know what I'm saying? De'Aaron Fox, which they
Bogdanovich gone though.
Yeah, but they drafted Tyler. They drafted Halliburton. So, like, I don't know how much. Now, maybe Guy can beat out Halliburton. You know what I'm saying? But they drafted Halliburton. But Kyle Guy did just hit a big-time 3 to win the game the other night, though.
Yeah. Josh Richardson, 8 3-pointers made on the season, and he's in Dallas now with Luka.
That's real
There's a
goal.
three-point shooting offense.
That's real goal. That people when people think of the best offense in the league last year, most people think, oh, maybe the Houston Rockets or the Los Angeles Lakers, Milwaukee Bucks. Best offense in the league last year statistically was the Dallas Mavericks. So Josh Richardson, do I think he's going to hit 8 threes a game? No, of course not. Is he going to have a chance to get a lot of wide open looks playing with Luka? Oh yes. So I think Josh Richardson is going to be. I think he's an upgrade over Seth Curry. I know he can't shoot it as good as Seth Curry, but he can shoot and he can defend. They need somebody that
They needed defenders.
They need two-way wings. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you give up a little bit of the shooting to get the defense, and Josh Richardson's going to get a lot of quality shots.
Facts. Oh, where Coach Cherry come from, man? What up, Coach Cherry? We ain't seen you in a minute, dog.
Yeah, man. Coach Cherry must think Candace Parker was about to come on the show. He ain't been here in a long time.
Hey, man, it's time for Big Man Bias. Before we get to it, let me shout out these badges. Shout out Hustling Deals, man. My brother came through. Flyer B26 in the house again. The First Lady, clearly Crystal. My brother, Justin Lowe, NBA, who's been going absolutely bananas with the badges. Go check out his page, man. He's got some really cool content on there. Ange B321, the First Lady of the chat, 49er Faithful. You know what time it is. And I Heart Miko with a 3-star badge. Go check out Miko Grind's page. She has some fun stuff, great podcaster. She's been doing it for a very long time, actually longer than me and you, Brendan. Cool stuff there by Miko, and definitely into the sports world. Can talk it all with you. My brother, Rich Ali Comedy, who's been killing it, who went down and got a 3-star badge today. Appreciate you, baby boy. Appreciate you, fam. And Kygan Alkaline 7 in the house, repping with your boys. It's time for Big Man Bias, where we answer your questions, your comments, your concerns. Throw it out, Miko. Yup. Make sure y'all go to Miko's page, man. Check out. She got some really cool stuff. I think on YouTube she's got her stuff up there too. Really cool stuff. So we answer your questions, comments, concerns. If we miss them, spam them, and we will try to get to them. Keith, wasn't Kyle Guy in the G League last year? Yes. And Trey Burke made Curry expendable. Keith be on his. Do MJ and the Bulls win a 7th ring if the front office did their jobs right?
Possibly. Very, very possibly. They were still the best team in the league.
Yeah. But you run the risk of being
if they bring back
exploding.
If they bring back Scottie Pippen, and they're the one. Nobody ready to beat Mike yet?
Does the absence of fans make the transition easier for the youngsters? Heck yeah.
The absence of fans.
Good point, Coach.
The absence of fans makes it easier on younger players because it's not as much pressure to make shots. It's kind of like in practice, man. You had some guys that were killer in practice but couldn't hit the same shots in the game. All it is like that pressure of 20, 25,000 people watching you, man. That's a lot of pressure for some.
B Wood, what team has the best chance to beat the Chiefs? Why you ain't ask me, Flyer? All right.
Because they know you suck in fantasy. Anybody that goes 0-13 in fantasy football should answer any football question.
My first 3 picks got hurt, man.
You stink. Let me think. The best team to beat the Chiefs, right? I mean, I think the best team to beat the Chiefs is probably in the NFC. You know what I'm saying? Like
Seattle?
If we look. No, I mean
Brady, Browns, Baltimore, Pittsburgh. Miko said the Packers, but Packers ain't got no defense.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to think of who has a really good defense.
You want to like the Browns? Hey, if Baker Mayfield can be that same Baker Mayfield, you want to with the Browns?
I'll say this. We'll get a preview of who can beat Kansas City this weekend. Kansas City plays the Saints this week. So we know the Saints defense is good. We know the Saints have a running game. Drew Brees just came back off IR. If Drew Brees is the real Drew Brees, and I know he's not as good as he has in the previous years, but if with that defense and his ability to manage the game and their running game, they could possibly beat Kansas City.
Will the Heat make it back to the Eastern Conference Finals?
That's a good.
That was my dark horse last year. I believe to the conference finals for sure. I see him there.
To the conference finals?
You got to think Milwaukee has loaded up. Boston
No,
just got
I don't
Tristan
think.
Thompson.
I
The
don't think the
Nets
Heat
are
will make.
in the building, in the conversation now.
I think that Boston has a chance. Like, well, I know they already beat Boston,
Toronto,
but no, they beat Toronto. I think Boston. If Jason Tate, they're saying Jason Tatum's legit 6'10" now. I got to see it, but still, Boston, those young guys getting a chance to grow. I think Kemba Walker played awful, and it was still a pretty tight series. If Kemba Walker plays better, maybe Boston wins that series.
Oh, Coach
You know,
Cherry
like
Coach Cherry trying to
so.
break up
So
families.
I don't think the Heat are going back to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think they had an incredible season, but I think they're maybe get to the second round and done this year.
Is LaMelo better than Lonzo?
I haven't seen him play a full game yet. I mean, I think he's going to be. Like Lonzo regressed this year. Like I thought, well, I'm not going to say that. Lonzo regressed in the bubble. He was coming on strong at the beginning of the year, and then in the bubble, he just didn't look good, man. He didn't look good.
Here's the deal why I think LaMelo will be better, but he's not better now. LaMelo has a mindset like, I want to score the basketball. We know that he can pass. We're seeing that. He's going to have to figure his way out defensively. He wants to defend, but he doesn't really quite get it now. It's not natural. But his mindset, he wants to score. And we saw yesterday he had a step-back three. That's something we really hadn't seen from Lonzo for a while. But, like, his mindset is to be aggressive. Or Lonzo, if you punch Lonzo just kind of chilling. He's not going to really come at you like that.
Aaron Y24, Wizards going to make the playoffs with ease or tough road? I'm not going to say the Wizards are going to make the playoffs with ease because their defense was really bad last year.
Yo, Hunter, what's up with you, baby boy?
Hey, so the Wizards' defense was really bad last year. They have to improve that. But I do think the Wizards will make the playoffs. Now if they have Russ, but I'm not going to say it's going to be with ease because they're going to have to tighten up defensively.
You got some advice from my young boy Hunter Dickinson. He's over there at Michigan with Juwan Howard. Big man, nice touch around the rim, solid frame.
Man, the only advice I would give him is just continue to work hard day in and day out. Like I said, man, if you're being consistent, normally good things happen to you when you're consistent. You can't put in inconsistent effort and expect to get consistent results. You know what I'm saying? So I think as long as he's consistent with his work, man, he'll be fine.
Why isn't Iverson's name ever mentioned in all-time greats?
Because he didn't win. That's how it goes, man. When you don't win a championship, they mention your name, but they don't mention you in the same. Like, if Allen Iverson had 2 championships, we would be talking about Allen Iverson the same way we talk about Steph Curry right now, the same way we talk about Isaiah Thomas. Some of those point guards that had incredible years of winning. But because he didn't win, we know AI is a dog. But when they start talking about top 10 all time, a lot of times he gets passed over because he doesn't have the hardware. That's how it goes.
Tell me the truth. Why did the Pistons cut LiAngelo Ball?
The truth is he stinks.
Boy.
That's not the truth?
I'm done, man. I'm looking for this big-time analysis from this all paraded, NBA and seasoned broadcaster. He stinks.
Dog. Well, like, no one thinks Jello's good except for his dad.
He said, I gave you a first rounder for free.
Yeah, he said, he's not getting you a lottery pick.
Gave you a lottery pick for free. You got this one for free.
Yeah, man, listen, I love LeVar's confidence in his son, but it's almost like you don't watch him play.
Okay, Karl Malone has 0 chips, always mentioned as an all-time great power forward. Why not Allen Iverson?
Oh, Karl Malone also probably isn't Karl Malone like the second or third leading scorer in NBA history?
Yeah.
Like, that's one of those things. His numbers are so gaudy that it's like, I want to say Karl Malone's like, let me look that one up real quick. I don't want to keep telling y'all no lies.
Just ask Keith. Fam. Tua got what it takes after that game against the Chiefs.
Yeah. Hey, so you want to know why Karl Malone gets mentioned with no titles? Well, first of all, he's been to 2 championships and he lost them both to Jordan. And then Karl Malone has 36,928 points, second to only Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
He's second, fam.
And right in front of LeBron James. So because he's second all time in scoring, that's why he gets mentioned.
Okay. Yeah, I like how we hold each other accountable. They said it's hard for Utah to sign black players. Is that true, fellas? For the right price, you can get them. It just depends what black players you want.
Hey, listen, man. Hey,
which black players do you want?
It's not hard to sign black players. It's not like Utah got a team full of white guys.
We all see green.
Yeah.
They used to be a team full of white guys, though.
Not anymore. But I'm just saying, like, no, it's not hard for Utah to sign black guys. Utah, it's hard. It's going to be hard for them to get high-end black free agents. Like, you know,
that's any small market. I don't think that's privy to Utah, right?
No, but it's definitely, like, you know, it's any small market, but guys don't really want to play in Utah.
I mean, I don't think it's just about Utah. I mean, like, Milwaukee ain't signing nobody. That's why they had to hold on to Giannis.
Keith, that's true. Marvin Williams loved Utah. I thought Marvin was bugging. Marvin was like, man, I want to buy a house out there. I was like, why? So it's like one black person per 5,000 white people out there. I was like,
Hold on. Miko said she got an AI tattoo. All right, Miko, go ahead.
What? Oh, she got a matching tattoo. I thought she got AI tattooed on her. I said, what?
You got AI tattoo? That's common, too. That's not far-fetched. Why is Candace Parker not mentioned as an all-time great?
Don't they mentioned
you know
her
who
with
asked,
the W?
You know who asked that?
Coach Cherry.
I have Candace over Tarazi, Cynthia Cooper, Swoops, etc.
Man, listen, man, Candace gets mentioned with the greats in the WNBA.
Jerome Williams and Carlos Boozer were the last ones. Y'all don't cart Gobert as black?
Oh.
Boy, I be walking to the airport, they be thinking I'm Rudy Gobert. I should just tarnish his name. Like, you think I'm Gobert? Wee.
I'm not even gonna mess with that, man.
No, somebody came up to me so excited. Hey, I saw your game. I'm like, yo, don't you think I'll be on the road right now? What would I be doing here? Yes, we talked about your Wizards for half the show, bro. Too much Wizards. Well, I guess we are going to be talking about more Wizards since Brendan working with him now. Sue Bird over Candace, fellas? Oh, wow. Boy, them is fighting words, Gringo Billy. You know Coach Sherry's in here. Ain't no Trump in Utah. What?
Oh, man, I don't know.
Name anyone other than Donovan Mitchell, fellas, in Utah. Dog, like, Mike Conley is over there in Utah, man. It's black. Derek Favors is back. Like, Derek Favors left and then came back. Al Jefferson played in Utah.
Millsap played in Utah. Like, people acting like Utah is people acting like Utah is just an all-white team, man. Oh.
Never enough Wizards. Thank you, Coach D. Hold on. Landon came out of nowhere talking about 4 rings.
Who got
Westbrook?
4 rings?
Is Westbrook the new journeyman? I mean, if you play in the NBA long enough, you're going to play different places. And Westbrook chose to leave. Westbrook didn't have to leave. He chose to leave. So that's kind of the thing. Like, you play long enough, you're going to play for multiple teams. Now, the question is, do you have a choice when you go to these other teams?
Yeah, man. Some of these guys, like I said, they don't have a choice. But like I said,
Suberg got 4 rings. Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, some of these guys, man, like I said, man, there'll be plenty of people that will play in Utah. It's all good.
Jamal Murray and Joker signed Supermax in Denver.
Yes. They're already signed. They've already signed.
Jamal Bird is good, but Candace is the most talented ever. Boy, Coach Cherry.
Coach Cherry loves some Candace.
Y'all understand? Coach Cherry's gonna fight one of y'all over this. A journeyman gets sent everywhere, not Westbrook. Yeah, a journeyman doesn't really have a choice. Like, I'm blessed I had a choice, and then after a while, I ain't had no choice. It was just like, yo, you got to get it when you get it, fam. Get to them 10 years.
Get to the yams. But yo, man, 8:05. I'm up out of here. I won't be here tomorrow, Ryan.
We didn't know if you were coming today. The time you show up, dog. Can you respect our fans? Can you? Hey, listen, I didn't say our fans, our family.
I tell you this. I'll be on time for that Wizards preseason game I got to do tomorrow.
Can you respect us?
I'm on time.
We take our time out of our day just like you, fam.
I'm on time for all paying gigs. Hey, Chop up the Eddie Jordan clip from yesterday too, man. Stop playing. Stop. Chop up the Eddie Jordan clip, fam.
Oh.
Chop up the Eddie Jordan clip from yesterday, please, and put it out since I'm not coming on.
I'm gonna make you a special version with me not in it, and it's just gonna be you talking, and you gonna hear my voice, but I'm not gonna be on.
Why won't you chop? I think the people want that clip. Why won't you chop up the Eddie Jordan clip?
No, you're listening. Listen to me. I will chop it up, and I will take myself out of it, and we'll only see you.
That's fine. Chop up the clips, man. Stop being scary out here. I'm out.
I'm not gonna be in that, bro. I'm not gonna be a part of that.
You're not gonna be a part of that, and I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. Peace.
Shout out OG in the house, man. He'll be coming through, co-hosting tomorrow. But hold on. Don't take off. Don't take off yet. We got to shout out the community, man. You guys have been amazing with the badges. But the one thing, listen, guys, hold on, guys. We rep and we take care of our own. Listen. Hustle and Deals, that's our brother. Go follow him. Go support him. He's doing his thing. Flyer B26. I expect all you guys to be following and repping and supporting on Flyer B26's page. Clearly Crystal, the first lady, doing her thing. Justin Lowe, NBA. Please go check out this brother's page. He's got some really, really cool stuff on there. He's doing his thing. Up-and-comer IG and YouTuber, all that fun stuff. Ange B321, the first lady of the chat, in here doing her thing. We love it, love it, love it. And guys, if you haven't, we have a special guest here today. She didn't have to buy a badge. She went 3 stars. She went ham with us today. Go follow, like, support, check out her podcast, sub, do all that fun stuff. I Heart Miko. She's doing her thing. And I assume it's I Heart Miko also. There's links on her IG to her podcast. Really, really cool stuff over there. I've gone over there and checked it out. Fun stuff. My brother, Rich Ali Comedy. Go follow Rich. Go support him. Go check him out. Kaigan Alkaline 7. That's Kangan.alkaline7. Go follow, support, man. As a community, man, we take care of each other. I know y'all following Landon and OG. OG will be in the building tomorrow. Y'all know what time it is. But listen, man, appreciate you guys for coming through. You guys have been amazing. Honestly, W's in the chat tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a special show. OG is planning on going off. Absolutely off tomorrow. See y'all tomorrow, man. Peace.